Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Marvel, superheroes, and all the wild stories in between, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into the love life of the man without fear, that's right, Daredevil. From deadly assassins to fellow heroes, Matt Murdock's dating history is full of surprises, some of which he literally never saw coming. Before we jump into this wild top 10, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite Daredevil romance, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our superhero deep dives. Black Cat. Unfortunately for Spider-Man, Felicia Hardy, also known as Black Cat, makes the list of women Daredevil has been involved with. Known for shifting between villain and hero, Black Cat plays a relatively minor role in Daredevil's development, mainly offering her charm and stunning looks. Despite her sporadic involvement, she ranks as Matt's fling, often appearing at the most tense moments of his life. In Mark Waid's run, the tension between Matt and Felicia was further explored, adding complexity to their relationship. Even though her role wasn't central to Matt's growth as a hero, she remains a memorable part of his romantic history, showing up when least expected. And as always, Daredevil handles the situation like a silent, heartbroken ninja. Typhoid Mary, the psionic, martial artist, and pyrokinetic villain known as Typhoid Mary, was created by Nasceni and John Romita Jr. She first appeared in Daredevil number 254 and often works as a deadly assassin for hire. Her most defining trait is her dissociative identity disorder, a result of a traumatic encounter with Daredevil early in his career. In one of her most bizarre storylines, she simultaneously maintained relationships with both the Kingpin as the dangerous Typhoid and Matt Murdock as the gentle and peaceful Mary. The duality created a twisted love triangle that Matt never fully realized. Her presence in his life was chaotic, tragic, and completely unforgettable. Echo. Maya Lopez, also known as Echo, is a deaf martial arts prodigy with a tragic past. She was manipulated by the Kingpin into believing Daredevil was responsible for her father's death, leading her to become one of his early enemies. Despite her initial role as a villain, Maya eventually uncovered the truth behind Fist's lies. After realizing Daredevil was innocent, she sought redemption and grew close to Matt Murdock, even entering a romantic relationship with him. Her journey didn't stop there. She went on to become a hero herself, joining the Avengers under the name Ronin. Her story is one of pain, clarity, and transformation. Kirsten McDuffie is a witty and charming character who first appeared during Mark Waid's run on Daredevil. At first, she served as a prosecutor determined to get Matt Murdock to admit he was Daredevil, following the public exposure of his secret identity. Her sharp humor and bold personality made her stand out instantly. Over time, Kirsten developed a romantic relationship with Matt and became a key part of his life. She even stepped in to help full-time at Nelson and Murdock when Foggy faced serious health issues. As of now, she remains one of Daredevil's most stable and enduring love interests. Gloriana O'Brien was created by Denny O'Neil, William Johnson, and Danny Bulanati. She entered Daredevil's life rather suddenly and ended up staying at Matt's apartment. Their casual connection soon turned romantic, especially after Matt helped her get her own place. However, their relationship slowly faded from the pages over time. In Born Again, the breakup became official in the arc's very first scene. So why does she earn the 6th spot? After over 100 issues, Gloriana returned, only to meet a tragic end at the hands of Cruel, who threw her out a window. A grim and unforgettable twist in Daredevil's love life. Heather Glenn, created by Marv Wolfman, Bob Crown, and Klaus Janson, Heather Glenn was one of the most significant women in Daredevil's life. Their relationship began when Heather persistently pursued Matt, leading to a fairly typical romance at first. Things took a dark turn after the tragic suicide of her father, which deeply affected her and exposed Matt's secret identity. Heather blamed herself and spiraled into emotional turmoil. As the relationship grew toxic, Foggy and Black Widow worked together to secretly split them up. Sadly, Heather later returned suffering from severe alcoholism and eventually took her own life by hanging. Her story remains one of the darkest chapters in Matt Murdock's tragic love life. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. Coming in at fourth place is one of the most beloved and recognizable Marvel heroines. Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow, known for her complex love life across the Marvel Universe. Her connection with Daredevil stands out as something deeper. Their bond goes beyond romance. It's a partnership built on trust, tension, and mutual respect. Whenever either of them is in trouble, whether facing villains or just struggling emotionally, they turn to each other. Their long-standing friends with benefits relationship has been explored over decades of storytelling. Even today, their unique dynamic continues to resurface, adding emotional depth to both characters. Milla Donovan. Now things get serious. Milla Donovan represents yet another heartbreaking chapter in Matt Murdock's life. Created by Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev, Milla was a blind woman saved by Daredevil who later sought out Matt to thank him. This led to their first date. As their bond grew stronger, the two eventually got married. However, tragedy soon followed. Milla was targeted by villains, tormented by Matt's emotional baggage, and ultimately manipulated by a drug that caused her to kill someone by mistake. Declared mentally unfit, she was placed in isolation, and Matt was forced to sign the divorce papers. A love story marked by pain, fear, and lasting scars. Karen Page. In second place is Karen Page, a central figure in Daredevil's legacy and brought to life by Deborah and Wall in the Netflix series. Created by Stan Lee and Bill Everett, Karen was introduced as the secretary for Matt and Foggy in Daredevil's very first issue. Over time, her feelings for Matt grew, and the two fell in love, with Karen eventually discovering his secret identity in issue number 57. They even got engaged, but the toll of crime fighting drove a wedge between them, and Karen left for Los Angeles to pursue an acting career. Years later, she returned in Born Again, having sold Matt's secret for drugs. In Kevin Smith and Joe Quesada's run, her tragic arc reached its peak falsely believing she had HIV, only to be killed by Bullseye with Daredevil's own Billy Club. A devastating loss that still haunts Matt. Elektra Natchios. At the very top of this list is Matt Murdock's first great love, Elektra Natchios. Created by Frank Miller, Elektra was introduced in Daredevil number 168 and quickly became one of the most iconic characters in the hero's mythos. In a retelling of Matt's origin in The Man Without Fear, Elektra was shown as his college sweetheart, someone to whom he even revealed his special abilities in his youth. Tragedy shaped her path. After witnessing the murder of her father, a Greek ambassador, Elektra disappeared and later reemerged as a deadly ninja assassin. She worked for the Kingpin, taking over Bullseye's role, which led to her own brutal death at Bullseye's hand, a scene forever etched in Marvel history. Though she died in Matt's arms, she was later resurrected by Stick. Ever since, Elektra has walked a fine line between anti-hero and foe, always entangled with Matt's heart and destiny. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more awesome content. See you in the next one.